Joe, Zach just told us a bit ago that the expectation is that you will play in the preseason opener. Is there excitement around that for you to get out and play a little bit?
Yeah, I'm excited for it. That's something I haven't been able to do yet. Some our choice, some not our choice. So I'm just excited to get these reps and have these reps to get better right now.
How's the lawn ball? I know you didn't throw many in the spring. You seem to be doing it gradually. Look like you did a few today.
Yeah, I hit a couple today. Not where I want it to be yet, but I would say that about a lot of parts of our team right now. But that's training camp. We are improving every single day. We got 3 weeks left to accumulate reps and learn and grow from all of those. So I'm really happy with where we're at.
What do you get out of playing in the preseason that you wouldn't be able to get out of a joint practice?
Well, I'm gonna have the opportunity to get hit. Maybe I get hit, maybe I don't. But it's a game, so it's a scrimmage, but it's a live scrimmage, and that is the best way to prepare for week 1. I think. We'll see, but I think we're going about it the right way.
You probably have a pretty good but you probably have a pretty good memory of your only 3 preseason snaps.
Oh, yeah, I guess I forgot I did play in the preseason a couple years ago. Those didn't exactly go great.
It didn't go well, but that, obviously, you didn't know also that camp you didn't have any, you didn't have a full camp either, and you were just kind of getting it at the end, so this is going to be, you've never really experienced this.
Yeah, and those were just 3 plays to kind of get my feet wet, I guess. I don't think they were 3 plays that were not really even in our offense, so it'll be nice to have a full drive.
It won't be like that.
Yeah, it won't be like that.
After you hit the long-winded tee on the first play, then a couple plays later, it looked like you wanted to go to him, it wasn't there, and you checked it down. Some quarterbacks like to kind of test their limits in camp. Do you kind of approach it as much like a game as possible? If it's not there, you're not going to take that chance?
Yeah, I'm kind of, day by day, I'm kind of changing my mindset. Some days maybe I'll be a little more aggressive. Some days I'll play it like a game. Some days have different emphases, whatever the plural of that word is. But every day is a little different on what we're trying to work on. And so some days I'm going to be aggressive. Some days I'm going to treat it more like a game where I'm going to pick my spots to be aggressive. And other days it's going to be more of quick game check down. So it kind of just depends on the day.
You stayed after practice with Jake for a few minutes and did some extra conditioning there. Is that like a normal thing for you guys?
Yeah, it's a normal thing.
Joe, you like to test young receivers this time of year? See what they can do, just throw more one-on-one opportunities to guys like that to get that feel for how they respond to that?
Sometimes, early in camp, I would say. But I would say we're getting to the point now where it's, the guys are going to be playing, are going to be out there and getting to work with those guys. So it kind of depends on the day. Some guys are down a day and guys are going to get more targets, and then when all the guys are out there, guys are going to get less targets. So it kind of just depends on who's up, who's down for the day, and how we're treating that day.
In what ways specifically have you seen Andre and Charlie step forward so far?
Yeah, it's been fun to see those guys grow, and it's continuing every single day. When you have young guys like that haven't had a ton of reps, it's fun to create that dialogue, and they have run a route against a certain look that they haven't seen before, and then you talk through it with them, and what did they see, what did you see? So that's always a fun process to go through.
You get as much out of it as probably they do getting the catching the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Every rep is different. You're going to be thrown to a guy that maybe you haven't thrown that route to before against a look where maybe you've seen it against that coverage before, but a guy played it a little differently, and you talk through it. That's what football is all about, is growing and learning from each rep.
How big was that final drive where you find Andre for the touchdown?
Yeah, that was, the first half of practice didn't exactly go our way. I wasn't great, our team wasn't great, and then it was nice to kind of bounce back the second half of practice and have a couple good drives there. We got to start faster, but it was nice to bounce back like that.
At this point in your career, with limited action in the preseason and in training camp, can you tell if an offensive lineman has it, like for example, Amarius, can you tell based off of the limited work you're able to do, or is that something that you can't can't really find out what you have in your offensive lineman until you play a game?
I think you can get a feeling. You don't know 100%, but my feeling on that guy's pretty good right now. His mindset, his athleticism, his size, his willingness to be coached, grow, and learn is all an A+. So the sky's the limit for that guy. I'm really excited he's on our team.
When you're looking at kind of a slot receiver who fills that void, what's the trait you value most in a guy who's a slot for you? What is the college now? What's the thing you value most?
I think know what you're seeing, be able to grow and learn from each rep. Some guys, they're going out there and they're running their routes, but they're not learning from every single rep, and they don't want to learn from every single rep. They don't know how. We don't have those guys on our team. We have guys that are willing to be coached, willing to learn from each and every rep, and once it happens once, it's not going to happen again. Those are the kind of guys that you want on your team.
Why do you guys just some don't? Why do you think
That's the age-old question, right? Some guys don't have it, some guys do. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that one.
Joe, you and Jamar go way back, obviously. How much time do you need with him in your mind, even with the new offensive coordinator and things like that are nuanced with this offense? How much time do you need with him to be ready for the season?
A couple practices. Once he's out there, it's one indie period, and he'll be ready to go.
Is this a unique situation for you, given your friendship relationship with Jamar? I know you've had other teammates kind of go through this, but does it feel different?
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say I went through it last year, so I kind of have some insight into, how these things kind of go, and so we've been creating a dialogue and talking through certain things. Obviously, his business is his business, but I've been able to give some insight into how my process was, because I think it's pretty similar.
Tracking usually players from year 1 to year 2, there's a dramatic jump. I mean, it's kind of like now you know what you didn't know, and you move on and move up. You notice like Yossi, Charlie, Chad, you notice these guys are in that category? Yeah,
Andre's going to have a big year. I'm really excited about how he's coming along. Wherever he ends up playing, whether it's outside or inside, or he's able to do it all. So. And then Chuck is growing and learning every day. It's exciting to see him get better. He's having a really good camp too. So those two guys have really grown and improved over the last 8 to 9 months, and that's been fun to see.
Slow start. So you referenced a slow start. I think the interception was your first at camp. And was that just tip your hat to the rookie, or was there that throw you wanted back as soon as you let it go?
I mean, 7-on-7 is always a little different. I think I'm trying to be a little more aggressive than I normally would in those situations, and then try to treat the team periods more game-like than 7-on-7. So we'll grow and learn from that rep. A lot went into that, but maybe I throw a couple that I don't normally in a 7-on-7, whereas in a team period I might take that and just progress.
Touchdown throw to Yoshi. Is he coming out of the slot?
No, he's backside one-on-one.
And it's just basically, he runs a pretty good route there, right?
Yeah, really good route. That's a route that Jamar has. We've run that route a lot since LSU. And that's a really good route. Great route for Yoshi, being a big body, fast guy. So he did a great job right there.
Right before that touchdown, Andre, it looked like you guys ran it right up the middle. Obviously, running in the red zone is a big deal, setting up your short passing game. How nice would it be to see you guys take a step forward in that regard?
Yeah, I've been really happy with how our run game has looked in camp. Obviously no tackling is a little different, but we got pads on and the holes are being created, and our running backs are hitting them with quickness and vision. So that's been exciting to see.
Hoping you guys are getting settled in the newly renovated locker room. Your thoughts on the new digs?
No, it's great. It's great. It's exactly what we needed. So shout out ownership for that. It looks great. It's going to be, when we have something like that, it allows us to have all the resources that we need to go out and perform and work hard and play well.
How did the microwave become safe to look on your phone?
Well, that was back, during COVID. We just had grab and go lunch. Sometimes there wasn't a ton in there, and There were regulations about how many people could be in the cafeteria and if you could use that microwave. So, me and Sam ended up just getting some microwaves for our lockers so we could just do it on our own.
How big was the dialogue of, like, obviously Elizabeth made it sound like you wanted to keep the microwave in there, why did you decide to go through and say, hey, we want to keep this plug?
I didn't say anything. They did it for me, which was great.
So when did you find out that video? Was that the first time you knew? Or?
When I found out, no, Brick came and told me. I forget. Sometime in the spring, they were talking to me through it.
Joe, the word is that over the off-season you started to learn to play the piano.
A little bit.
What went into that decision for you?
I've always wanted to learn, and I thought it helped my dexterity coming back from injury. So I thought it was a good time to learn.
What kind of stuff can you play?
I got 3 songs that I think I can play right now, pretty confidently. So we're still working on that.
Can you tell us what they are?
No.
Joe, what's your opinion on being voted the 39th best player in the NFL?
Well, I think I'm obviously better than that, but when you're not playing, like, I didn't exactly have a season that would have put me any higher than that. So, when you're hurt, you can't really complain much about any accolades or anything like that until you go out and improve yourself again.
Does that motivate you at all, or is it just whatever?
I mean, maybe it motivates you for a day, but that's not what. I don't think you can continuously rely on that kind of motivation. You have to be intrinsically motivated to play at the level that I want to play at and be as good as I want to be. So, that only motivates you and takes you so far.
Is one of the keys when you do play in preseason potentially getting hit? I know no quarterback wants to get hit, but you kind of want to get hit.
I'm sure I will. I don't know if want is the right word, but it's always nice to get the first one out of the way.
What's been your favorite throw you've made through training camp so far?
I don't know. I wouldn't say I have one that stands out right now. Maybe the one at Trenton Irwin, 7-on-7 last week, I think it was. All days kind of running together, but I was happy with that one.
Joe, did playing the piano help you with your rehab?
Yeah, I think so. I guess you never know, but couldn't hurt.
You play anything else?
No, not really. Thanks, guys.